Yo, YouTube, what's good, bruv, gang, what's good, and we are back with another video. So guys, NIS America recently just announced that Monochrome Mobius Rights and Wrongs Forgotten will be coming to PlayStation consoles here in the West this fall. The game first launched on November 17th, 2022, but was only available for PC via Steam here in the West. If you guys are not too familiar with Monochrome Mobius, it serves as a prequel to the very underrated Utawareumono series of games, which is comprised of 3 games: Prelude of the Fallen, Mask of Deception, and finally Mask of Truth. In this video, I'll be giving you guys the full details we know so far, and as always, my first thoughts, so stay tuned. So, NIS America will release the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 versions of Monochrome Mobius Rights and Wrongs Forgotten in North America, Europe, and Oceania this fall, the publisher have announced. It will feature Japanese audio and English text. A limited edition is available for pre-order via NIS America online store for $99.99, so I will be leaving a link down below in the description in case you guys are interested in purchasing the limited edition for this game. It includes a copy of the game, hardcover visual art book, Prelude original soundtrack CD, a Day on the Town 17 inches by 24 inches cloth poster, Shunya and Haru acrylic display, Muneshika and Mikazuchi acrylic display, set of 5 art cards, and a collector's box. A standard deluxe edition of the game, which includes a mini art book and Prelude digital soundtrack, will also be available at retailers. So here is a brief overview of the game via NIS America. The newest installment of the Utawareumono series, Monochrome Mobius Rights and Wrongs Forgotten, follows young fighter Oshito, who lives a quiet life with his mother and younger sister. However, his once familiar world is shattered when he meets a mysterious young girl named Shunya, claiming his deceased father is still alive. Shunya's actions continue to create more questions. Who is she? Where did she come from? Join Oshito on his journey to discover the truth of his father and uncover the mysteries surrounding this enigmatic young lady. So here are some of the key features of the game. Noteworthy narrative. The deep, engaging story brings the world to life through a detailed and thoughtful narrative. Alluring animation. A combination of 2D anime style illustrations and detailed 3D models will draw you deeper into the story. Classic RPG charm. Enjoy classic turn-based RPG gameplay and systems with modern quality of life features. Utawareumono Legacy. Celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Utawareumono series with this thrilling new installment. So guys, for me personally, Monochrome Mobius is a game that I've had on my release radar for quite some time now. Of course, this game did come out last year in 2022, but was only available on PC via Steam over here in the West, and of course it was available on PlayStation consoles only in Japan. So it's great to see that this game is finally coming to PlayStation consoles over here in the West this fall. I 100% will be picking it up. I am a super huge fan of the Utawareumono series of games, man, and whenever I'm recommending JRPGs, this is a series that I always recommend to people, man. This is one series that I always say that you guys definitely need to check out, man. Super underrated series, man. The story for this game is beautiful, so well done. You have to play the original 3 games, man. So the 3 games that I did mention as well were Prelude of the Fallen, Mask of Deception, and of course Mask of Truth. Now those games will be very different in terms of style compared to Monochrome Mobius. Of course, Monochrome Mobius is kind of taking a different route from what I've seen so far as well. There'll be of course other people that could tell you a bit better than me, because of course they have played the game on PC. I could easily play the game on PC right now, but I've kind of just waiting for the physical to release for this game, because I'm a big collector of physical games. So I definitely want to check out Monochrome Mobius when it does eventually drop. But getting back onto the differences between the 2 games. So the Utawareumono series of games, originally the first 3 games that I did mention, those games are essentially visual novels with strategy based type combat within it as well. A lot of that game is a visual novel style, so very similar to Digimon Survive. And if you guys have played Digimon Survive, it's kind of similar to that type of style basically. So it'll be a lot of visual novel type elements within that game. So you'll probably be reading a lot of dialogue for quite a while, basically for about 2 hours maybe at a time, maybe an hour at a time, depending on the scene, and then you'll have some combat mixed in with it as well. Now Monochrome Mobius seems like it's going more of the modern route when it comes to JRPGs, and that's something that I can actually get behind as well. It kind of makes it more accessible to broader fans of JRPGs, I would say. Not everyone is into visual based novels. Of course, that was kind of a problem that people did have with Digimon Survive, just bringing that game back up again, because it kind of has some similarities in terms of the way the game is as well. The actual story for this game, or the story for the Utawareumono game, should I say, before you even jump into Monochrome Mobius, the original story for the Utawareumono games are beautiful, man, and something that I implore everybody to check out, man. It's such a journey. It just reminds me of like the Trail series in terms of that journey that you go through from game to game. Everything just matches up. It's such a well done story, man. Something that I implore people to play 100%, man. It's definitely worth your time, even if you're not someone or someone who's on the fence, should I say, about visual novel style games, you 100% forget that it's even a visual novel. If you guys enjoy watching anime, for example, you guys will definitely enjoy the Utawareumono style of games, man, 100%. Of course, the combat as well is really, really well done. Moving back on to Monochrome Mobius, again, I will say the one thing that I'm very, very happy about is that this is kind of like a, it's got kind of like an open field, open world type of thing going on with it as well. You have the turn-based combat within it as well, and of course you guys know that I'm such a big fan of turn-based combat. I love turn-based combat, so that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. This game looks like a big step up in terms of quality as well. In terms of the animations that have been provided within this new game, it definitely looks like it's a big step up from NIS America, so definitely a game I 100% want to check out, man, when it does eventually drop. Hopefully we do get a release date sometime down the line. You guys of course know once we get a release date for this game, I will be covering it as well. As I said, this game is already available on PC as well. If you guys do have PCs, you guys can play this game. So this game will be coming to PlayStation consoles this fall. I definitely will be checking it out. But as I did say, Utawareumono's series of games, definitely check out those games before you even jump into this game. I think it's imperative that you guys do play the original 3 games. Those games in their own right are great games. They also have a Warriors style type of game as well called Utawareumono Zan, if I believe I'm correct. Utawareumono Zan. I will be leaving it on the screen anyway so you guys can see. I do remember playing that game back on the PS Vita, if I remember correctly. That game was on the PS Vita. That was actually a really good game as well. I do believe that it's kind of like a spin-off. I'm not too sure. I cannot remember too much about that game, but I do remember it was actually really, really fun. So if you guys are not fans of the original 3, so you can't get behind the visual novel style type with those games, you guys can move over to the Zan type of games as well. So the Zan games, the Utawareumono Zan games, are basically the Warriors type of style games, and of course everyone loves those type of JRPGs anyway. So if you guys have heard of the Utawareumono series of games beforehand and ever been on the fence about getting into them, I would say this is probably the perfect entry point to getting into these games, or getting into the series, should I say, with Monochrome Mobius. Monochrome Mobius, of course, taking the more modern route to the Utawareumono series of games. Like I said previously, if you guys are not fans of the visual novel style of games, I would say Monochrome Mobius might kind of scratch your itch in terms of the way the game is. Of course, going the more modern route with being turn-based, and of course it being more of an open world type of game as well. Definitely check it out, man, 100% when it drops. If you guys are interested in actually getting into the Utawareumono series of games, so the original 3, like I did mention, the Steam store always has sales, and of course on the PlayStation store there are always sales as well, and a lot of the time you can pick up the 3 in a bundle in the Steam store as well for very, very good prices when they do have summer sales or seasonal sales, should I say. So definitely check out Monochrome Mobius Rights and Wrongs Forgotten when it does eventually drop. If we get any more news regarding this game, or on a release date when it comes out in the West for PlayStation consoles, I will be covering it, of course. If you guys do want to check out this game already, this game is available for PC via Steam right now, so definitely check out this series 100%. So that'll do it for this video, guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching. That was the full details we know so far about the PlayStation consoles release of Monochrome Mobius Rights and Wrongs, which is set to release this fall. My first thoughts. So please like, sub, share if you're new, hit that notification bell to get notified for my videos first, and I hope I can be you guys' #1 source for all JRPG news. So from me to you, this has been your bruv, the big bruv, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. I'm out. Peace.